Live 10 minutes. Okay, out only open. Hello. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to for the Daily Forex Analysis. Do you see me yet or not? Am I on live? I am on live. No yet. I can't see it. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Forex Gym. I think. Okay, now it's back on it. Right? Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Daily Forex Analysis. So we have Saish, hello Saish, and Chris, hello Chris. So we got Saish and Chris in here. Do you see what I wrote? Do you see what I wrote? Yeah. So yeah, we do. So we are doing the Daily Forex Analysis as usual, as we normally do Monday to Friday, 8 AM UK time. But today is a special day, so it's Emily's birthday. The ones who don't know, I already wrote on top of the letter, so I wrote her. So it's Emily's birthday, my Forex Gym assistant, and I was actually planning to cancel this one out for today because it's the birthday and it's a special day, but she said no, let's give it, let's still do it. So thanks to her we are here, otherwise I was planning to cancel it out and just to spend all the time with her. But yeah, so big thank you to her and big happy birthday to her. So Andreas, hello Andreas. So maybe the pips video, yes, we need that pips. Pips are important. Okay, so we got three currency pairs: British pounds, USD, USD CAD, USD Japanese yen, and Euro USD. So this is a pre-selected currency pairs, which I'm gonna jump into, start analyzing. They changed slightly since I already put this one, and we did miss just about. I missed the USD Japanese yen trade. I will be mentioning that in a bit. So you have birthday, have an amazing year ahead. Okay, so that's for Emily. Have a nice day, Emily. Don't have too much cake. Oh yeah, Chris, that's a bit too late now. We already we already ate quite a lot. So there's still a bit left, but I think by the end of the day it will be gone. Okay. So yeah, guys, if you got any questions as well as any currencies you want me to have a look at it, yeah, just let me know in the chats. Before London open, British pounds dropped so hard. Yeah, GBP USD. Okay, let's start analyzing already because I've been looking at this one. We had a positive news yesterday on a USD side. So it has the USD has a nice sort of run up, and it's also affected the reflected on the DXY, but the question is how far it's gonna. So far it does simulate it is more like a pullback until we're gonna see what's gonna happen today. So we're gonna see how it's gonna go. But for now, even though we put in terms of the GBP USD as of the cable, we put the indecision covered yesterday, and now it's coming back down, but it does not mean that the price can just might come down back to this level and then go back all the way up. So we're gonna see that. But so far we will be looking for the short side place because the way it's looking as of in terms of the momentum and all that, it looks like it's gonna go. It's gonna have quite a bit of run down. Okay, let me just check out the comments. So we're gonna see that. So Saish saying I'm short on CAD Swiss franc, open at 70.34. Kept it. Okay, I was still open on this one. 70.75. Oh, that's the one you've been on. Okay, I'm gonna check the Canadian Swiss franc, CAD Swiss franc. Okay, let's jump into the. Okay, let's analyze the GBP USD first, and then I'm going to come back to the CAD Swiss franc because this one might be the opportunity might be very quick developing in here. Okay, let's have a look at it. Okay, so daily time frame, we can see that the price is falling. Let's go to the 4-hourly and then a 1-hourly time frame. Okay, this is going down pretty nicely. Potentially, it's gonna the way it's looking, that it's definitely gonna come down to this level, or most likely, not definitely. Need to be picky on the words. There is no definite when it comes to the forex market, but yeah, the way it's looking, there's a high probability it's going to come down for another 15 pips. So this is the next support level as of the 4-hour time frame goes, and we're going to see what the price is going to do after this comes down to this level. Is it going to continue to fall, and potentially we got this support level, and there's quite a few support levels. Let's see which one is. Okay, 25.92 roughly. Okay, that's one is a good one. Okay, so far it's looking good. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, it's coming down pretty nicely. The first thing I want to see for the price to come down at that support level. It's only about 10-15 pips away, so it's not that far away. And once it does that, depending how it's going to come down, there is a good. I think there will be a good potential to trade this one as well as the other ones when we're going to go through the other currency pairs which I mentioned in here. Okay, so let's have a look. Now let's pick the 4-hour time frame. So around 43, so 65.40. Oh no, hold on. 26.43. 26.43. Let's see what we got on 1 hour time frame. 26.43. Okay, so it's down at or about this level. So we're gonna see what the price is gonna do once it comes down to this level. So now it's about 10 pips away, so it's pretty close. So I think that probably in the next 5 or 10 minutes it might even come down this down to this low. And the question is gonna be how it's gonna behave when it's gonna come down and hit that support level. So if the price is going to break and continue to fall, that will be good. Then we're going to most likely look for the very any little retracement. We're going to take the trade and retracement. However, if the price comes down at this level and maybe kind of stops there, then we're going to look for the retracement, maybe a bit more retracement than we would have looked for if the price would break this this spike lows. So it's kind of under the dependence of what the price is going to do in this hour. So I'm going to wait for just this hour. I'm not going to wait for the 4-hourly candle to close. So 1 hour will be enough for this one to close and see after that. So 26.43 roughly, and depending how far and how far it's going to go, and depending how it's going to close, then we're going to look for the potential retracements. I do want to wait on this one and see, kind of come back to the British pounds USD. So far looking pretty good, but I do want to see how it's going to set up. So let's leave it on the waiting list on this one, and then I'm going to come back to the cable back again, potentially once this 1 hourly candle is closed, unless something changes. So we'll be on there. Okay, so we'll be on a waiting list, but we're gonna have our fingers on the trigger. Potentially for the next hour, we might end up taking a trade. So let's see. Okay, so this one's gonna, and I'm gonna check the CAD Swiss franc. CHF as such. Okay. Let's go to a daily time frame. Okay, so the Canadian is what was the levels? So Swiss francs at 70.34. So you enter at 70.34, which is it's okay. That's good on the highs. That's good. 70.34, and the stop loss was okay, 74. So was it 70.75? Okay, let me look. 74. Yeah, in terms of it's looking good. So I do think that if Just have a look. This one's 7th for 75 or 45. Okay, so this one is coming down to this support level, but the way it looks like it might. Okay, that one is early to say. So we do have this daily trend line as well. See, I would say after for the today, depending how this candle is going to close. So we have this daily trend line. If the price breaks this one, and if it closes strong bearish candle, there's a good chance that the price will go down to at least probably down at this level. This is a next strong support level. So this is on a bit of a waiting, but so far it's looking pretty good towards the downside. Then yeah, so you just keep your trades as of the stop loss is in a good place. 75 is in a good place, so you put your stop loss up to this level, so that's pretty good. The entry is good as well, so yeah, I would say just keep it as it is for now, and then concentrate on the target. So depending how it's going to work out, obviously if this, as I said, if it breaks this trend line and makes it down, falls down more, then there's a high chance that the price is going to continue to fall more. Yeah, at the moment, this one's going to be a good, this 69. So another 40 to 50 pips will be a good potential for at least to make its way down to this level. It might do it today because it does looking pretty strong towards downside. So far it looks pretty good. So it's a good trade. Good trade. Other than that, yeah, I don't think it does need any tweaking. Yeah, 4-hour time frame looking pretty good as well. So yeah, looking to the downside. Yeah, it's looking good. So it doesn't need any changes for now. In terms of moving the stop loss, I will not rush in to do that yet. Maybe give it about a day. But for now, it's good. So it's one downside. It's a good trade. USD Japanese yen. Okay, so use Japanese yen. Okay, let me have a look at what we have also in the chart. So fortune teller, hello fortune teller. Missed you've been away for a while. I hope you're doing great. Yeah, we're doing great. Thank you, fortune teller. I hope you're good as well. So welcome back. So Andreas, could you please look at your USD Japanese yen? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna have a look at the USD JPY. Right. Let's see USD JPY. See what we have on the USDJPY. Yeah, okay. I was looking at this trade just earlier, and I'll explain what happened to that. So I already again. So this one looking down, as well as the US. The pairs, they are starting to gain strength. And then the Japanese, yeah, so this one is coming down pretty nicely. Very intense sort of was a pullback. Now it's obviously changes the whole picture, because on a weekly time frame we have this very long bearish candle looking very strong. So a good chance it's going to have a follow through. So we go to, so daily is the same, so it's coming down. So now it's sitting at this support level. Let's go to 4-hour time frame. Yeah, I was looking at this one earlier, and I think we missed that chance already. And in terms of another setting up, I don't see that one yet. Yeah, I missed the trade to get onto. It was these highs in here. It's 107.20. Just about when I was. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. Yeah, when I saw this opportunity, I was just typing the trade, and they just spiked down a bit, so it just went below. It was about 107.17 zone once I filled up my trade to hit the execute. So I was waiting to blip a few pips higher at 107.20, but it never did, so it just continued to fall. So it's gonna suck. But yeah, that happens too. And for now, in terms of, because we already missed that one, for now it's not. Let's see if there is a potential for this. Okay, so already tested that one, so we can't really use that anymore. Let's come down here. Yeah, this one is gonna be on a waiting list for now. For now, I don't really see that any more opportunities, because that one is, we missed that one, and the price has to come down a bit more for us to take another trade on a retracement. So this is. Yeah, this is gonna be under observation for now, because yeah, I don't see any more opportunities on this one yet, until the price comes down, and then potentially to have another retracement upside. Then we can take the trade, but it's gonna take a couple of hours, and I can't really mention the levels at the moment, because it will be way inaccurate. So I do want to see potentially if the price maybe comes down, shows the strength or downside, and then maybe comes up, depending how far it's going to go. If it's going to come down too far, then we can use the entry down at this level. If it's not going to go that far, maybe on the higher, maybe high up this one or this level. So it depends how the price is going to behave. But for now, sit and wait. Yeah, we missed this opportunity up here. I did miss the opportunity, and it was before the live stream. So yeah, now it's going to be on a waiting. So no levels on this one. Let's go to, which one we have? Eurusd. Okay, so Eurusd, back to the, thanks man, I hope it breaks. Yeah, the way it looks, hopefully it will break on that one. So let's go to USD, see what we have on the USD. Okay, daily time frame. The USD is not looking particularly as good. Took out, yeah, yesterday managed to take out this spike high. We left with this spike, so it has a reaction on that one, came down, and today we are putting, it's not really doing much today. Let's go to 4 hour time first. Yeah, it doesn't look particularly as impressive, I would say. The euro dollar doesn't looking that I want to trade this one yet. Let's go to 1 hourly. Yeah, for now it doesn't look particularly interesting, the euro dollar. So this is on the, we can see it's like in a range bound. So maybe after price does some more movements, either downside, or it starts breaking towards upside, then we'll be looking to take the trade. But for now, it's not really doing much. So this is on a sit and wait. I think it might have a bit of a longer retracement. Maybe come down to this 1300 zone, down at this this level. Maybe the way it's looking now. So we hit that resistance level. It took out that resistance level as well. So see what it's gonna do. Depends how it's going to behave, but for now, yeah, no levels on this one either. Doesn't looking particularly favorable. So the 4 hour time frame, the price. So we do have this sort of support level. Yeah, this is on a waiting as well. It's a waiting game on this one, but I would say USD Japanese yen looking way better, and cable looking much better. We're going to come up with a cable in the next half an hour to 45 minutes when we're going to have that 1 hourly candle to close. So it does looking interesting in terms of the to trade. Okay, George, thank you. Yeah, Andres and Chris saying a bit crazy UK night time with the Fed. Yeah, with the Fed, that's why we had the volatility coming in, and it's I would say it's not a major positive news for the US dollar side. They just saying it is nothing yet down properly. So, but I still have quite a big reaction on the US dollar side. Just a matter of how long it's gonna last that move. So far, in terms of the US dollar is still weak. according to what's going on still in the USA, as well as the reflects on the DXY, the index of the US dollar. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I got short on it. You a nice profit, just Aussie Japanese yen short, nice profit. That's good. That's good, Chris. Aussie and Japanese yen. That's pretty good. Yeah, I missed trade. What was it? Was one yesterday and one today. I might switch to the limit orders. I just ended up missing that USD Japanese yen. Was looks like a nice trade, but just about when I was filling the ticket, so the stop loss, the entry there, not entry, but the stop loss, and once I was doing that, and I put the calculate the size of the stake. And by the time I put the stop loss, it just blipped down, and I was looking. I was like, okay, it's gonna go there, get to that level, but it never did. So it just started to fall. Well, we're still gonna get the. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get the more trades in, so that's not an issue. And then we're gonna come back to cable again. So let's have a look at the news. I think there's no major news out today, so we're good in terms of the news. So Thursday, yeah, there's no major news out today, so we are pretty much good. We have the European group meetings, but it does not have much of an impact, and we have also core PPI and unemployment claims. But according to a Forex factory, it's not going to have a big impact. Unemployment claims. I think this one might have a slight reaction on the US dollar side, but I don't think it's going to have a major impact, so to speak, on. Yeah, I don't think it's going to have a major impact, but it might have a small reaction, maybe. So. Still to keep in mind a bit. So it's 1:30 p.m. on the UK time. So we're gonna see. What's gonna do. But yeah, again, I don't think it's gonna have a major reaction on that. Okay. So we still got about 35 minutes before the British pounds. Let's go to the Gbpusd. See what it's doing. Gbpusd. Ooh, okay, we lost the gains, so the price came down pretty close. Didn't quite get to the main support level on the 4-hour time frame. It's already having a reaction. Yeah, it looks like a lot of traders jumped out before the price even got to this 4-hourly low. So it's still scared, because it still looks like it's just a pullback over there along like a big trend. Looking at the daily time frames, it's this is just a blip down to the pull back. So I think a lot of people are still long on their cable. So we're gonna see. I do want to see that 1-hour candle closing, and depending how it's gonna close, we're gonna see. Yeah, I think guys. So I did analyze all my 3 currencies. So if you've got any other any questions or any currency pairs, if you want to have a look at it, just shoot them in the chat box. So we got plenty of time. We still got like more than an hour in terms of the live stream. So we do this live stream 1.5 hours. In case if you're new to this channel, unless there's no activity on the chat. So we're gonna see. Okay. So if you got any questions, again, shoot them in here. Otherwise, then should I pick the currency? Oh, I can pick the currency. Okay, so we did so far 4 currencies so far. So the ones I selected and the ones that was a cut Swiss franc. Okay. There's a British pounds, USD. Should we have a look? Let's have a look at the Euro against. Let's go Euro against Aussie. See what we have on that. Okay, it looks like price is heading. Yeah, that's a good chance the price might even push. So we had this strong support level before we have broken it, as we can see in 1, 2. So it took the three tests, and on the fourth one it finally have broken this support level. So maybe that's where the price is heading at the moment, up to this level, just maybe. So far it does looking the momentum towards upside. Let's see if we can. Yeah, that's a very strong. Now it's a resistance, obviously, because the price is broken already. But that could be a potential to go into and avoid that right up to this resistance level, which is going to be quite a decent amount of pips. Let's have a look on daily time frame. How far is that? 65, about 65.80. Okay, but we do need the retracement on this, so we want to one time for. Okay, we got this spike. Okay, so the price took out this high, this spike. We can see it in here now. It's having this retracement, but it's not enough. 67.5. Ooh, that will be good. $6,375 would be good if the price retraces down at this level. Then I will be taking a trade. Let's put something away from me. Yeah, if the price comes down to this level, I will be taking the trade. So we only need to put the stop loss down at this level. So we're gonna see if it's gonna work out. So that would be a potential. Could be a very good trade. Potentially, the only exception would be I don't want this one to close as a doji or very long tails. I don't mind if it's a bit of a half of the tail, that would be fine because it does still looking strong on the higher time frames. But if it's going to close as something like a doji, like this one, for instance, with no body, then I would need to wait. Other than that, it will be fine to take the trade down at this level, and we're going to position the stop loss down at here. Chance of getting stopped out is higher. However, the risk reward is going to be very good on that. So we're going to target this 65.80 zone. So that's a very good area to target. And the stop loss is going to be around, let's see, so if the 63.75, our stop loss is going to be 25 to 30 pips max. Yeah, 25-30 pips. So we're going to position just down at, oops, yeah, down at the level. So 25 pips, with the potential to run it to 65.80. So we're looking what? 60%, yeah, 200, roughly about 200 pips. And we're only risking at 25. So the risk reward is amazing. This one is more like a semi-swing to the swing trade, but if it's going to work out, don't forget this is Aussie against Euro against Aussie, so this currency moves a lot. Similar to the British pounds, Japanese yen, they both move, has a very wide pip range, so it can easily cover the 200 pips in today. Very easily can do that. Especially looks like the momentum is pretty strong. So let's see that one. Okay, I wonder what the levels on this one. So we want 63.75 with 25 pips would be the very minimum. If you want to give it a longer stop loss, then you can. Yeah, you can give it a 55 pips. But I think 25 pips will take the risk. Yeah, so that will be good if the price retraces down at this level. The only exception will be if the price closes something like this one. Then we're not going to take the trade if it's going to close. If this 1 hour candle is going to close like that, we're not going to take the trade. For now, it does looking particularly interesting. Let me just see on the 4 hour time frame again. What are these? 64.70. The next resistance level down here should not be in that big issue. Yeah, don't worry, I'm going to write the levels on the chat box, so not to worry at all. I'm going to be writing that one down. Okay, so stopped on this resistance level up here. I do think it's going to, oh no, it's down at this level, but I do think the price will manage to push higher. 64.50. Okay, we got 64.50 and the next resistance level. Actually, that's looking strong. Actually 64.30. $64.30. Okay. No, it's pretty close. No, it's got pretty close. Okay, it's got pretty close, so that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna write the levels down on the chat box and now. Okay, 62.75. Well, 62.75. And this one writes USD. So type will be buy on that. Entry. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do on 163.75. So stop loss would be a very minimum 25 pips. It can go up to pretty much 55 pips. If you want to position your stop loss down below at the latest spike or low, however, with 25 pips, it's still enough. But if you want to give it a wider stop loss, you can, because we are targeting quite high. So we're targeting about 200 pips. So this is more like a long semi-swing or a swing trade, not really a day trade. On that. But it does, looking for those who have perspective, is pretty good. So stop loss and targets. Target's gonna be at 1. So we're gonna target the daily. This is the main support level at 65.80 zone. 165.80. 165.80 zone. That's a main support resistance level on that one. So yeah, so I'll swing to the semi-swing in a way. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The one thing, guys, please don't forget to hit the like on this video, please. It helps greatly my channel, so please don't forget to hit the like. So everything is for free. Just one thing I would ask is to smash the like of this video. So it does helps me a lot. So I do appreciate your support on that one. So let's see. So Gal, I'm not sure Gal what he's saying in here. X1. Yeah, I'm not sure what Gal is saying in here. I don't know. It's just doesn't mean. Yeah, guys. So if you got any questions or any currencies you want me to have a look at it, just shoot them in the chat box. Let's go back to GBP USD. See again, GBP USD. Short time frames. 26.15. 26.15. Yeah, 4 hour looking with upsets. Okay, let's go to 1 hourly. Oh wow, okay. So the price, yeah, looks like the price when the price came down, it kind of almost got to that support level down here, but it did not. I think a lot of traders took their profits somewhere down here, so they got into that scarcity that the price might turn around and go up. So I guess that was enough volume to push the price up, and now we are putting this this weird candle in here. It's still got about 22 minutes before this candle is closed. Maybe the price will come down, at least down at this level, hopefully. If not, if it's going to close like this, then I might need to give it a bit more of a retracement. Maybe after this highs, maybe a little bit too high. Yeah, then I might need a bigger retracement. So we're gonna see what it's gonna do. We'll wait on the 4 hour time frames. So this one makes it a bit complicated right now because we are putting this indecision candle potentially for the next 20 minutes, depending on how it's gonna close. So we're gonna see how it's gonna go. Chart. So Gal is saying next one. Yeah, Gal, I'm not quite sure what you mean by the. So I get the chart, but it doesn't really I don't quite get what you mean by the x/1 over. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by whatever you wrote it in here. Yeah. Okay. Copy and paste. Yeah, sounds like a spam. Copy and paste. Okay. Right. Okay. Thomas, hello Thomas. So we got Thomas here. Hi George and Emily. We got Thomas. Okay, now it's coming down a bit. Maybe there is a hope. Maybe there is a hope. So okay, we got 20 minutes to before this 1 hour is closed. So let's see if it's gonna push it. Let's see. Maybe this one's gonna be too much to ask for the for this one to come down at this level. There has to be quite a few people too who have maybe their take profits down at this level, so they should be still on the sell side. It just, or maybe they're getting up to this level. So let's see what it's gonna do. Let's go to 4 hour time frame again. $27.10. Yeah, Chris is saying K-Pro, yeah, looks very strange. Yeah, for now it does looking strange. It's making some weird stuff. Hopefully, I do like the look of the 4 hour time frame. So let's see what it's gonna do. Even sometimes they put these weird sort of candles in here, like last hour, 1 hour before. So last couple of hours, it's for these candles in here. They don't particularly looking that good. So it's kind of weird. It's pushing the price up down. So it doesn't really make much of a sense. However, on a 4 hour time frame, it does looking pretty good. So I'm happy with that. It might. So we're gonna see how this candle is gonna close, and if it's gonna close something like this one, as we're seeing at the moment, then I might want to wait on the 4 hour time frame. So basically we're going to come back and see how it's going to be. So Thomas said, so gold are still bullish. Okay, let's have a look at the gold. Okay, gold. let's go to Excel, USD, CFD. Let's go to daily time frame. Okay, daily time frame is range bound. Oops. On the daily time frame, the gold is in a range bound. Let's go to the higher time frames. Yeah, higher time frames is bullish. Monthly time frame, yes. Yeah, on the higher time frames, as of the weekly and the monthly goes, it is still bullish. So this the momentum is very strong towards upside. So this is a monthly time frame where we're seeing that the price is just pretty much a one-way ticket to up. However, we are on this strong resistance level, and the price is actually already tested twice already on just the monthly time frame, and I'm pretty sure quite a few times. Yeah, so it tested it quite a few times already, that resistance level, and now it's starting to sort of curve. So the price came up, and then now it's starting to sort of curve. That's why I call it curve. And starting to get into this range bound mode. So when the price does that, it might be an early indication that the price might change the trend. Obviously, I don't trade on the trend reversals because I don't find it they're working. So in terms of if I were to trade this one, I would wait for a confirmation. Either price gonna go and break this level and go up, show more strength towards upside, or the price gonna come down for the next couple of days, maybe in the next week, and maybe break this level. So if the price manages to break either levels, either these two levels, then I will be trading accordingly. So either for upside or either downside, depends. So if the price breaks this level, then yeah, it's a downside, and if the price breaks this level, then it will be upside, and the target's gonna be obviously the monthly highs. But for now, in terms of the swing, it's not very tradable. In terms of the day trades, let's see. Okay, 4 hourly. I don't like trade gold in terms of the day trades. I only focusing on a swing trade on the gold. And same goes with the S&P 500. I do trade the S&P sometimes, but again, I do like to hold it for the longer term. 4 hourly does looking strong. Yeah, on the short time frame, it does looking bullish as well. For the short-term trend goes, we can see like this is going up. However, we are in a range bound, so the price is now first of all testing this. So it tested this resistance level. Maybe it will push further up to this level, and it might just go to the range bound again and come down, maybe down to this level. So this is on the range bound, so it's early to just take the yeah, and in terms of the pip range is not that good, so it's only like 10 pips depending on your size, how you trade, but in terms of the pip range is not good. The only time I would trade in terms of day trade is when the price comes up, maybe test this level, and if it shows the weakness, then I would take the trade towards shorts down at this level. But for now, it's going to take probably good. I don't know, maybe could take a day or even two to do these moves. So it's under, it will be under waiting list again. So this is for now. It's I will not trade in terms of the pip range. It doesn't look particularly favorable. Carl here back with this. Okay, Chris, let me. Okay, English. Chris, how is your Discord group going? Looks a bit strange to set. Looks a bit strange to set, to be honest. Yeah, Discord channel is up. Pretty much, I already created, so everything is everything is almost ready. It will be out. I will be releasing it on Saturday, so it's only a couple of days, and then I will be sharing it on Saturday. So not to worry, it will be on the on Saturday out. So I'm gonna put either Saturday it's gonna be on a weekly Forex analysis. So I will be putting that one on the descriptions, so it will be easier to find the Discord channel on there. So I will be putting in the description, so you can just copy that link. I think it's a link, and you just join it through the through that link. So it will be coming soon. So it's only Saturday. So today we got Thursday. So 2 more days, and then will be released soon. I'm still learning the Discord channel. I'm not quite familiar with the Discord channel, but I already created and managed to do that. It just needs to do some fancy things, put the pictures and set up some other things, but you will get the message across on the channel. So yeah, it will be out on Saturday. Thomas says, thank you, George. You're welcome, Thomas. No problem. So 12 minutes before the candle is closed on the GBP USD, see what we have. Whether we do miss trades on the cross currencies. Yeah, because I only spent like what about 1.5 hours in here, so it will be easier with the Discord channel. So I just put the whatever the trades when I'm taking at that time, so it'll be more sort of live, let's say, rather than when I do this live interaction. It's only lasts like 1.5 hours, and the market conditions do change. So yeah, it might change. I might put something in here, and then maybe 2 hours later it might change and look a bit different. So yeah, and also you can ask. It will be more interactive with the Discords. So good. The people can ask, the traders can ask questions as well as a request, whatever. In terms of the requesting the analysis, when it goes to the Discord channel, I won't be spending that all entire 10 hours on there, but when I see it, and then especially if I do the same currency analysis, then I will be replying as best I can. Generally, as of my trading goes, I trade on the UK time because I also started started trading on the UK time, so I still continue trading on the UK time. And generally, the way I trade is depending on the time, how much time I have, because I do my swings, I allow my swing trades, and in terms of the day trades, I generally look at from 6 a.m. so UK time, 6 a.m. to around 4 p.m. After 4 p.m. I don't trade unless there's something else going on. So between around that time, I do look at the trades and see what's going on in the markets. So yeah, it depends on the time. Sometimes I don't have time, like as of today I have limited time because we are spending, so it's, as I said, it's Emily's birthday, so we are spending time together, and yeah, so I don't looking as much in terms of the charts. But yeah, I did manage to miss out that USD Japanese yen, even though I was in front of the screen at that time. It just happened to when I was filling up the ticket and putting the size and the stop losses, it just did not give me that possibility. But it could be a good thing. Maybe it will not go as planned. Who knows? Okay, let's switch to the back to GBP USD, see what it's doing. Okay, it looks like it's going to close as a sort of a doji. So I'm losing hope in terms of the one hourly candle, but I do have a hope for the in terms of the way to look that it can still push a little bit higher. So I can mention already the levels, so I don't think in the next 9 minutes this is going to come down aggressively, but then again, we do not know. I'll give it about 5 more minutes and then start writing the levels down. So, okay. Satish saying, any news to affect today? Yeah, Satish, nothing major out today, so I don't think anything's going to be... there's no key news out today, so we are good in terms of the news, so we are clear to go. Might be a slight volatility on 1:30 p.m. UK time, but that's under the question. This is not a key news. It can just might have a medium impact in terms of the US side, but it generally does not create any volatility. So this is, what was that? Yeah, unemployment claims. So that might create some slight volatility on the medium terms, but I don't think it's going to create something major. And in terms of it's marked on the orange rather than, so it says medium impact expected. So it might have a blip, maybe 5-10 pips, but in terms of it's nothing major. Nothing major for today, so we're good to go. And the other one's going to be only tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Yeah, we do. We're going to have a look at it tomorrow. That one. Yeah, looks like it's coming up. That's actually could be a good sign, because that means we're going to get. We might get a better entry, and we can target this. Okay. So we're going to see that. So give it about a couple of minutes, and if the price still pushes higher. Okay, so we're looking for this. $30 pips. Okay. Down to 4. So if you go to 2708, down at 45, 43. Right, it's pushing higher, so I don't think it's gonna come down. Yeah, I doubt it's gonna come down. I mean, come down and close it, but there's a chance. It does looking good on a 4-hourly time frame, so I do like the look of the 4-hour time frame. So this 4-hourly candle is not going to close for another hour, which is good. So I would be expecting for this one to come up 2708. So that would be a potential entry. 27, maybe 10. Let's see, 2709. Let's see what we got on 1 hourly. What level is that on 1 hourly time frame? 27. Okay, 2709. 29 and 30. 39. So this one is 30 pips. Yeah, this one is a 30 pip stop loss. Quite steep for there. Okay, still good. Close that 4 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna write the levels on this one, and if the price manages to come up, so the entry level is gonna be up to this level at this 4-hourly high. So we're gonna target this one as our entry. So the level is at 127.09. That will be the entry, and then we're gonna give it a 30 pip stop loss on that one. And that target's going to be down at this 4-hourly low, which is at 126.45, 126.45. So we're looking for about 65 pip gain with a 30 pip stop loss. So just over 1 to 2 risk reward. So that's still good. And maybe even. Oh, wait. Either. $20. Okay, there's another there's another support level on the daily time frames at 26.21, but I might not want to take that risk because 126.20 zone. Okay, let me write the levels first. So 27.09. Okay, so USD. No, USD. Gbpusd. So type would be a sell. Yeah, I do think it's gonna have a push. It's gonna push down a bit more, at least for that 4-hourly support. Maybe it will go as low as daily support, which is another 25 pips further down to our targets. So entry is gonna be at 127.09. The stop loss, you need 30 pips, so this is a minimum. And for the targets, so target's gonna be at 126.45. So 126.45. Yeah. So that will be on the Gbpusd. That's looking potential. Let's go. Yeah, if it's gonna go up that level, so now it came back down, just doing some weird stuff. Yeah. I know that's looking on a 1-hourly time frame. That is potentially it can reverse. I mean, of course it can, but on according to the higher time frames, such as 4-hourly. 4-hourly, I do like this last 4-hourly candle. It's looking pretty strong, bearish. And the price got very close to this support level down here, so you can see it's kind of about 7 pips away, did quite close but didn't quite make it. So I do think there's a lot of traders jumped out from the trade because of this scarcity, that price might not go down at this level, and potential for them to turn around and go all the way. They might get stopped out, so the scarcity, so they jumped out of the trade. So that's what created that that push up. So we're gonna see for the, so this one only have 1 hour to make its way up to this level. If the price doesn't do that and it closes like the indecision candle, then this, we're not gonna take the trade which I just mentioned on the levels. So depends what's this 4-hour candle is gonna do. Again, we don't want to see any indecision candle at this point. If the price manages to go down at this level before it even comes up to this level, then it's gonna be a different trade. So if it comes down again down to this level, this will invalidate the levels, the trade I mentioned earlier. So either way, the price has to come up this level. If it doesn't do it, then yeah, we just then the price says no. Okay, now it's now it's coming down. Yeah, funny. Yeah, I might just probably not even gonna get up to that level. The chances now is starting to get slim. It's already, since it's open, it's starting to go down. So we're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see what it's gonna do in the next for this hour. Okay, so this is so we got about half an hour, guys. So if you got any more questions or any other currency analysis or any currency you want me to have a look at it, just let me know in the chat box below. So I'll give it a few more minutes if there is anyone interested to any interactions. If not, then yeah, we're gonna be signing out. So we got to enjoy the birthday. So yeah, it's Emily's birthday. The ones who joined later, so it's Emily's, my Forex gym assistant, and as well as my girlfriend. So it's her birthday today. So we decided, no, she because I was planning to cancel it out, but she said we still gonna do the let's still do the live Daily Forex Analysis, because it happened to hit this same the weekday for the when I do this live daily forex analysis Monday to Friday, so it just happened. So thanks to her, we are here. Otherwise, I was thinking to miss out for today and then come back on Friday to the live forex analysis. So yeah, big thank you to her. Okay, so give it a few more minutes. Is she gonna be 22 years old again? I don't know. She's a bit older than that, but yeah, yeah, she's becoming younger. She's not aging. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay. Yeah, something's so weird. Does not. Let's see. Okay, so no one is. Let's see how we're gonna go. Satish is asking Aussie Swiss franc. Okay, let's have a look at the Aussie Swiss franc. The CHF. Okay, let's go to the daily. This one is. Okay, come down to the mild supports. So we got support at this level. However, that is not a strong support, so I don't think it's gonna. Oh no, we have this support level. Okay, so the price is sitting at the support level. Let's see what we got on the other time frames. See what we got on 4 hourly. It's good. I want the 1 hourly. Oh, this one is looking good. This one looking very good, actually. 65.30 zone. Where is the price sitting? Ooh. $20 pips. Okay, hold on. Actually, this one looking pretty good. I didn't have a look at this one yet. Yeah, this one looking pretty good. Actually, I do like the way it look. There's only one concern, but I'll give it a try. Okay, this one actually looking good. So in this hour, I already see the potential for this one to get in at. It's only 12 pip push. 12 pip. This one's gonna be a bit too high. Okay. Okay, the candle is coming up. Actually, if this one comes up to 65.30, so it's only 10 pips away, so you might just see the me taking the trade. 65.30. So okay, just wait for a minute. I've completely forgot about the target. The targets. Let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame because we need to make sure the risk reward is on our side. So if we go to 65.30, 20 pips stop loss, 65.30. I don't see anything on a 4-hour time frame. Let's go to daily. $64. Okay, again, so this is a semi-swing. Semi-swing, 64.30, we're looking for 65.30, we're looking for 64, 65, 64, 65. Okay, so we're gonna use the daily time frame in this case to for the targets. I generally use the 4-hour time frame, but in this case we don't really have much of a choice but to use the daily time frame. I don't think we got anything on a 1-hour time frame. Can't really use. Oh no, we can maybe. Hold on. This one might be same level, isn't it? Okay. 64, 65. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that one looking good. The only concern on this case is the 4-hour time frame. So if the price comes up, it's just the risk we're gonna take, I guess, because it does looking good. I do like the way it's looking. The only risk gonna be if because this 4-hour candle is not closed yet, and if it pushes all the way up to here and closes like this one, then it will not be particularly favorable to. It's not going to look as good as it is looking right now, but I'm willing to take that. Risk. Okay, so as of the entry is going to be at 65.30, so it's 7 pips away right now. 65.30 with a 20 pips stop loss. So we need about 20. You can give it a 25 as well. Okay, let me just write this one down. Similar to the cut Swiss franc. Yeah, correct. Yes, that is it's similar to that. Yeah, you are on this on the cut Swiss franc, so you might don't want to take this Aussie Swiss franc trade because you would be kind of magnifying your risk. So all what you can do is you can, let's say, you can move your stop losses, but might be a bit too early on that one. So CHF. I need to this one, type this one down, and also be quick to, if the price comes up, to take the trade. Type would be sell. Entry is at 0.6530. In terms of the stop loss, let's say 20 or 25, 20 or 25 pips, and the target's gonna be, which one was it? Targets it's 65, 64, 65. So this is a semi swing. Yeah, good size. 64, 65. Okay, let me just set up of the charts. Let me see. Oh, I don't think this one has. Okay, we can test that one. This was for 65.30. Do I have all this was from in here? No, I don't have all this from in here. Okay, I'm not sure this one's gonna have it actually. This is such an annoying one. Okay, this one doesn't even have it. I downloaded the MetaTrader on my new laptop, and this one does not have all the currency pairs. Even it's missing some majors. So that's also why I also changed my broker as well. But I still have some portion of the capital on the IG. So this is my main one in terms of the IG, and I do have. I signed up with the other broker as well, Pepperstone. Probably you've heard of it. It's also one of the big, like this one. Okay, so cards. Oops, there we go. Let me just set the. I'm gonna have to do this off charts. the Swiss franc. Let's see. Let me just set up the limit order on this one, Aussie Swiss franc, because it is pretty close and I might miss it. And then I'm gonna come back to the chart box again. So Aussie Swiss franc, I don't have it in here. Let's see. No, don't need anything. Okay. This is okay. Fine it. Yeah, let's limit order on that one at 30. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that's why it's important to have a good. This one has a ridiculous spread. We do not like that. Okay, so I need a 20 pip stop loss, and I need to get 1.7. Let's go. Just bear with me a sec. Set up sell. So 65.30. Stop loss. 65.50 would be the. Oh, it doesn't even let me to do that. Damn. Yeah, spreads are too wide on this one. Okay, so in that case, then I need to put the order on. Yeah, this is pretty annoying. Oh wow, it came up. Okay, it's pushed pretty high. Okay, hold on a minute, guys. Just bear with me a second because it already pushed up to 30, but my spread is obviously not being fun. 65.50. That's weird. It does not let me to execute the trade. Okay, just bear with me a second, guys. For some reason, it doesn't let me to execute the trade. I don't know why. What the heck? Calls. Four spreads. Yeah. This is strange. Okay. Now let's reduce a bit. Let's see. I'm just looking at the trade-off chart. It's sitting on 29. Okay. Not again. Okay. Oh, you know, yeah, that's weird. It doesn't allow me to execute the trade for some reason. This is so annoying. Okay, finally, I'm in. Just the spread on this one is very bad. I do not like that one. So that was actually one of the reasons why I switched my IG to the different one. I'm still going to keep the original as my main, but I will be taking more of a swing trades on that one than the day trades. So in terms of the day trades, I do need that much tighter stop losses. So let's see. Okay, it's finally executed, and now it looks like it's coming back. Yeah, on the 4 hour time frame, we also have a moving average, so it does having a reaction on that one. So I put my stop losses just about 65, 50. Was it 50, 50, 50? Yeah, my stop loss is 53, so 65, 53, because in terms of the spreads, this one has a wider spread than I thought, because I don't normally trade this this currency pair. So this one I had to give it a couple of more pips above that level. So it looks like it's coming up actually pretty strong. But anyway, I'm just gonna get stopped out anyway as well. Okay, so I'm gonna come back. Sorry guys about that. Okay, back to the Rajesh. Hello, how to analyze which currency is strong or oh no, wait, let's go back up. Okay, Saj is asking British pounds against Aussie. Okay, British pounds against Aussie. I'm gonna have a look at the I hate. Okay, well, let me analyze this one, and I'm gonna come back to the chart box. I don't think we're gonna have any more. Oh, this one looks like coming up pretty strong, so I might actually get stopped out. It's not that far away. Okay, let's have a look at the GBP Audi, and then I'm gonna come back to the chart box and. Well, okay, this one looking down. It's going down. Okay, on a 1 hour time frame. Not on the daily time frame. It's stable. So where the price came up. Okay, tested the support level. It actually took out as well. Yeah, the price came down, took out the spikes, and then it's having a reaction. Obviously, the big trend is looking down. In terms of the daily time frame, let's go to the 4 hourly. 4 hourly. Okay, we had the reaction upside. The price came up in here. So we had this spike here. So it took out this spike high. Then have a little retracement, it came back up again and took out this spike high. Now then we have a reaction, strong reaction toward downside. Then it came back up to test this high. Okay, why? Yeah, in terms of these, I would say I would wait on this one a bit more. It does not looking like it wants to pick up the momentum towards downside, but the way on a higher time frame, the way it looks like is I don't know. I don't particularly like the way it looks on the higher time frame. So the first of all, we got this 4 hourly bullish candle, which looks relatively strong, even though we have the tail up here. And also just the construction of the candles with there's a lot of contradiction with the daily 4 hourly and 1 hourly time frames. So I would give it probably another hour or two. Actually, most likely wait. Yeah, I'll probably wait for this 4 hourly candle to close, and if this one not gonna close anything like something. I do want to close to somewhere down at this level. I do want to see that the last 4 hourly candle has been sort of lost. So I do want to see the price coming down around this level, because the big trend is down, and on the 4 hour time frame is looking down. However, we did this this weird move in here, which can be a problem. So I do want to see a more weakness coming in before I trade this one. So this is quite under question. Unless the price decides to break this this level up here, then I'll be looking to long. But for now, it's not really tradable at the moment. We're just doing some moves. I know it's putting this nice 1 hour candle, but we still got about 40 minutes before this 1 hour candle is closed, so you might do anything between that 40 minutes time frame. So yeah, again, this is on the observation on here. It's not really doing yeah, so we'll sit and wait in here. Maybe in the next couple of hours it will set up, but for now it does not looking that I want to trade this one yet. Okay, let's back to chart box. So basically, if you click your currency to show all empty for, oh yeah, I did find the currency pair. Yeah, so I managed to find currency pairs, but it does have a very very widespread, so I wanted to wait a bit. Even I still did not get the best execution on that one, but it's worth the taking the trade on that. So that's why I had to give it a couple of 3 more pips more than usual. I had MT5, just can't get on with it. Well, yeah, I checked the MT5, I did not find it. I prefer the MT4, it's much better. Rajesh say how to analyze which currency is strong on everyday basis, and how to analyze which currency. Oh, okay, it's the same one. Okay, Rajesh, like for me, you can also use the indicator. I don't personally use the indicator because I just think that I don't need it. When I look at the currency pair, I can see it already if it's strong or not, or which direction it is going. So the example, okay, let me bring to the Swiss franc CHF. In terms of the let's say this one. So the way I analyze is, and it can be different from every single person, every single trader, it can be very different. So in this way, okay, it's really complicated to explain because I use the multiple time frame analysis, and I know that a lot of traders find it very complicated to use the multiple time frame analysis, and a lot of them, they do use one time frame, which I don't advocate to do that because there's a lot of things going on on the other time frame. So when you look at the time frames, depending what you trade in daily, if it's a day trade, swing trade, or scalp trade, whatever what type of trader you are, you have to look at the time frames accordingly. So if the price is showing, for example, this one on the daily time frame, we can see that the price is done this move in here, which shows that the price is very strong towards upside. And also when you see the candles, how the candles are looking, that's very important as well. The candles, how they're constructed. If we go to closer, this is a daily time frame, so this is each candle represents 1 day. For instance, this one is looking very strong, so this means that the bulls are in charge, so that means the buy. So I will be on the buy side, and obviously the candles like this one are weak candles, and especially we have the wicks in here that shows the weakness. So when you look at the charts, then you can see that when I look at this one, I see that it's very strong towards upside because it shows the candles are very strong. Especially these two candles are pretty strong. That shows me that there's a lot of strength towards upside. So I know that I want to trade towards buy side, so towards upside. And when you go to, let's say for instance, on a short time frame, on a 4-hour time frame, you still see this move up here. It's pretty strong. We had obviously the pullback. It doesn't necessarily mean the price cannot reverse. It comes with an experience as well. So once you're spending some time into the markets, then you figure out like, okay, this one is just a pullback. That doesn't mean the price is gonna retrace. Then it will be easier for you to identify when it's just the trend, and when it's just a pullback, not a trend reversal. So in this case, I do see when you see some kind of moves like this one, for instance, that means it is a strong bullish sign. That means upside, and obviously this one is going to be more likely for the entry. So yeah, looking at the candles, looking at the time frames, and if you use the indicator, I don't know, ATR or whatever indicators you can be using, it can show the strength of the volume of the price, so what is going on. I personally do not use it, so I can't really comment it on the indicators on that one. You can be also using moving averages. So I look at the moving averages more often than any other indicators. I do look at them, but I don't trade off of them. So a lot of traders, they use it for the trading purposes, but I do not. So for instance, like you can use the analogy on the 50-moving average. If the price is above the 50-moving average, that means the price is trending up, and if it's below the 50-moving average, that means the price is weaker, so it's trending down. But I think that just purely base it on the indicator is not enough so that's why I use the multiple time frame analysis, and I also look at how the candles are constructed. So I would say the candles are more important than any indicator you can use. So look at the candles, how they are forming. It tells a lot about the trade, what the buyers and sellers are doing. So for instance, in this case, it might look that the price is going down. I don't think it can go. It's starting to look fairly strong, so I would that's why I would give it a try towards a downside. So yeah, so this is a 3. Okay, so what we have, Rajesh says, thanks from anytime. Rajesh, not a problem. Oh, did I miss something? Which profit is that? Oh, I missed it. I missed how to. Okay. Which broker is that? Oh, so Chris asking which broker is that. So the IG is one of them, and Pepperstone is the other one. So I'm now officially 2 brokers. Pepperstone is one of the UK broker as well. They seem pretty for now. They seem pretty decent. The spreads are definitely better on that one. Saj says, thanks George, nice session. Thank you, Saj. And Roger says, thanks for. Okay, cool. Happy birthday, Emily. God bless you. Okay, guys, so we unfortunately run out of time. Okay, so I'm in this trade with you. If whoever took this trade on the Aussie Swiss franc, it does looking. Okay, it came up quite a bit more than I expected. So I mean, if we got stopped out, then it's only a fraction of the loss, so it's not an end of the world. Losses does not play as such a huge role as long as it's managed loss, so it's fine. And a lot of people getting on to the when they're going to be losing, when they lose. I mean, no one likes losing. I hate losing, but you grow the thicker skin and you get used to it, and you know that it does not make a big difference in the next 100 trades. So don't get obsessed with this one trade. If it's gonna get lost, it does not matter in the next 100 trades, this or next, or even next 5 or 10 trades. If it's gonna work out as losing trades, even if you lose, let's say 10 times, it's not a huge deal. If you got your risk reward with you and you manage your risk, you're gonna make it back in pretty much no time. Okay, guys, so we are at 1.5 hours in already. I am with IC markets, not too bad, 500 to 1, so I have to be okay. All right, yeah. I'm not sure what's the leverage on the Pepperstone. I think it's 1 to 400 if I'm not mistaken, but I don't really. Yeah, I'm very careful with the leverage, so I don't. Yeah, 1 to 500. I would never use 1 to 500 leverage. That's the best way if you want to kill your accounts. That's the best way to do. And I know a lot of traders, they do that and they use the huge leverage. It's very bad. So you can use a little bit of leverage if you have a very small account, but I have a decent pot there, so I don't particularly use the leverage. In fact, I haven't really used it, but I'm going to experiment on the Pepperstone a bit. Okay, so what? Rajesh asking, bro, how much you make in 1 month? That's yeah, Rajesh, that's a very I would say that's a very new trader question. It varies. You can't. This is not like a typical job you can have, and you just go to work and then you're gonna get paid the 1,000 every month. This can vary dramatically. It can be 1,000. It can be 50. It's just very different. So you can't approach the forex market in the same way as like how you get paid with a job. It's a completely different view when it comes to the trading with the markets, because you're never gonna have the amount or the specific amount you get paid. Like when you work, let's say 40 hours or 48 hours a week, if you're in UK, depending where you are, and then you get paid, you know how much you get paid at the end. So it does not, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. The market decides how much you're going to get paid. So it very depends. It's very random number. Once in I had good days, and I had a bad months. So there was the time I was in negative for the month, and then there was the times I was up. So it's very very yeah. Okay. Thank you for education. Not a problem. Really thanks, and God bless you. Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you. So we're gonna be back. So we are out of time, unfortunately. Thanks for. Chris, thanks for your time, George and Emily. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Okay, so we are out of time, guys. So we're gonna be signing out. It's more than 1.5 hours already. So, but not to worry. We're gonna be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. UK time. So Friday tomorrow. So we're gonna be back for another session. And then, yeah, so if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe. We are doing this live Forex analysis Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. UK time, and the Discord channel coming up on Saturday. So I will be putting that on my the weekly Forex analysis. I do that on the weekends on a weekly Forex analysis. So I'm going to put that link in the description, so you will be able to join the Discord channel. So it's all of them are free. So the one thing I would ask is smash the like of this video. It really helps me for my channel to grow, and I would appreciate if you do that. If you like this one, especially if this video, if you like it, make sure to smash the like. It means a lot. So, okay, guys, thanks a lot. Have a great day, George and Emily. Thank you, Thomas. So we're gonna see you. Hopefully, we're gonna see you everyone tomorrow, 8 a.m. UK time. Only one thing is, I do set up the donation one. If you want to support the channel, you can also do the donations. It's on the description on every single video. It's not mandatory, but it's up to you if you want to support the channel. So big thank you for that one as well. But make sure to hit the like. That's very important. Sort of mandatory, the request on the likes. So thank you guys for all your support, and we're gonna see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. UK time. Have a great day, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow. So have a safe trading, and make sure to use the stop loss. Take care, guys.